Like, what advice would you give somebody who's trying to get the most out of 2022?
Be vulnerable.
It's an interesting answer. Why vulnerability?
Because...
All right, so we're here. We're doing some street photography today. We're going to be asking people about what they're looking forward to most this year. Just trying to add more context and storytelling to these types of videos and this type of content. It's been snowing. It's like 27 degrees out here. So remember that. We're suffering for you. All right, let's get to it. What happened?
So like the lighting is pretty cool going down this corridor. So I wanted to get them like crossing the street. As soon as the moment hits, two buses just intersected the frame.
Of course. You're gonna try and get somebody walking through there?
Yeah, we got one more person coming through. I'm just gonna snap it real quick.
Take my hat off because I got that little pea head, so it's not. What's your names?
My name's Jamen.
I'm
Jamie? Jamie and...
Jamin and David.
David?
Yeah. What's your name?
Rob.
Rob, good to meet you.
So look, Rob, what we're asking people today is, what are you looking forward to the most in 2022?
Normalcy.
Normalcy. Like in what way? How would you describe
Pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Pre all of the past couple of years that have just, sort of turned the world upside down.
Yeah.
Pre George Floyd.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean that would be good. Take the good, leave the bad.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. I guess as a follow-up question, what would you say is the best way, like what advice would you give somebody who's trying to get the most out of 2022?
Be vulnerable.
It's an interesting answer. Why vulnerability?
Because we hide behind so much.
Yeah.
And when you're vulnerable, it allows others to do the same. And a lot of our divisiveness is built around walls of identity that are only partially true.
Yeah.
And if we're vulnerable and open up and talk about where all of those things are coming from, what's the origin of your thinking rather than what you're thinking, tell me about where it comes from, then maybe the conversation can be a little bit more robust, and that means being vulnerable. My kid said to me, she's, like, I don't care about your politics, I want to understand where it came from. Like, why do you think what you think? And drilling down sort of made it more real to me, and, was it defensible, and was it realistic, and was it true? So, vulnerable. And then she also turned me on to Brene Brown, so that's all about vulnerability.
I know about her, she's cool.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate your time.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah.
You guys film school or just?
We shoot for ourselves, we shoot commercially as well.
Yeah?
So we started off doing this project maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and then we got wrapped up into doing client work, real estate, weddings, fashion, and now we're kind of coming back to what drew us to the craft in the first place and reconnecting with that creative.
Nice. My sister-in-law was graduated college, didn't know what she wanted to do, went to the portfolio school in Atlanta, came out, I married her twin sister, and said, would you shoot our wedding? She shot our wedding, and people looked at it and went, wow. She goes, I did not go to school to be a wedding photographer. She now shoots Chelsea Clinton's wedding, all those people. And her daughter is going to probably go into video production. So, it's an incredible craft.
Yeah.
And I asked her, why is she so successful? And she goes, I follow the energy. I'm in banking, so completely different but it's fascinating, and it's, you know, a lot to be said for it. So good luck with your craft.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks.
Yeah,
Appreciate
my
it.
pleasure.
Speaking
All right.
of which, if I could get you like right centered up in the middle of this path.
Yep.
I love the green and the red.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rob.
You got David and
Jamin.
Jamin.
Yeah.
All right, man.
You're
Good
right.
luck.
Great to meet
Thanks
you.
so
All right.
much.
Likewise, guys. Take care.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Good to meet you.
So we had to transition to a different area in Pittsburgh called Strip District because it was kind of dead downtown. Vlogging with the C70 is miserable, by the way. But we just had a really good interaction that made this 27-degree weather worth it. So hopefully we find one more person.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions first? We're shooting a project for basically like a documentary project called Yinz Are Beautiful. Can I ask you guys' names first?
Lee. Charlie.
Lee.
Yeah.
Charlie, good to meet you.
I'm Jamin.
Likewise.
My
Hey,
name is
James.
David.
Nice to meet you.
David.
Jamin. Yeah.
Nice to meet you guys.
What we're basically asking people today is what they're looking forward to the most in 2022. What would you guys say that is?
More sales.
More sales.
Yeah. Getting back out there and hitting restaurant. I'm a restaurant person and
Okay.
you know, a social person, so getting out there and being way more
Yeah.
social with people.
That's cool.
Definitely.
More sales. So you guys work together then?
No, we're just good friends. We've known each other for many years.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I
I
respect
sell
that.
alcohol, so the service industry. I feel for a lot of people in the
Yeah.
industry. I really want to see that get back.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I mean, some of the local businesses we've worked with got destroyed by COVID. If you were to give advice for how to get the most out of 2022, what would you say that is?
Keep moving, put your nose down and get out there.
Yeah.
That's something, skills that a lot of people have kind of dulled over the past couple of years of being inside. So it's about getting sharp on that tip again and getting out.
Yeah.
And for me,
respect that.
putting a lot of things to the side and embracing, you know, new relationships with people. The pandemic and politics seem to bring people apart, not being around like-minded people and things. And now it seems like we need to build community back by spending time together, spending time talking to people who maybe you wouldn't have talked to during the pandemic or something. So
Yeah.
for me, like getting out there and rebuilding, you know, what we had, it seemed like just a few years ago.
Yeah.
2022 is big for that.
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree with all of that. Cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for
Yeah,
stopping
cool.
to talk with us.
Right on.
Yeah,
If you wouldn't
thanks.
mind, if I could like place you guys kind of in the center of this mural.
Sure.
I'll go for 2, 3. All right.
Right on.
Thanks
Good
a
luck,
lot,
y'all.
guys.
Thanks,
Lee, Charlie,
guys.
have a good one.
Good luck on that project, man.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. All right, so today was a good day of shooting. It was worth being out here in 27-degree weather. We got some good interactions. We met some really good people. Really excited about, you know, the direction that this is going in.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, just to like sum everything up and like answer our own question that we've been asking people, what we're really looking forward to the most in 2022 is really building out our social media and our YouTube channel. We want this project of us just sort of documenting the city that we're in, which is Pittsburgh, and the people in it, and our own lives and business. Like, we're really excited to like be building that out. So if any of that stuff interests you, please subscribe to our channel, and you know, you're going to be seeing a lot more of us here in 2022. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.
They're really tough and they're really rough.
Goes the boy.
Nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you